So we're here at the ASCA convention 2018 in Anaheim. We presented ISL. We got a lot of excitement, a lot of feedback. It was important for us to listen from the experienced coaches to see what they have to say about our format, what makes our format unique. We saw, like I said before, a lot of excitement, and we were really happy to get this kind of feedback from such experienced audience.
How do you launch an international pro swimming league? If you attended the 2018 ASCA World Clinic in Anaheim, California, you learned more than a few details about that. International Swimming League, ISL, what is it? Imagine a collegiate dual meet, the excitement of that. Swim with the fastest swimmers on earth. That's it. Pro teams racing a lot. My first question is this a viable business model?
So one of the first things we did is really inspect the current model of swimming and how that affects the athletes commercially. And we are really starting to understand that there's a lot more potential worldwide outside of these Olympic years for these athletes to take advantage of their commercial opportunities, this exposure that they get in the Olympics, and expand that year-round for them to develop alternative revenue streams and provide additional exposure to themselves.
ISL partner Washburn Media is a global powerhouse in the sports stage. They're also closely tied to the Olympic Games. They represent Simone Manuel and Katie Ledecky. They also have their eyes focused on the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles, where they're based. When they presented at ASCA, they leaned into the numbers, into the metrics. Swimming is global. It is the most watched sport of the Olympic Games. Also, it's gender balanced. And most important of all, it skews to a millennial audience. Advertisers love that. So if we're ticking all the boxes for a business model, how do you pull off an international swimming league? Logistically, if you're ISL, you hire a 30-year veteran, an expert in geopolitics, who also happens to be a former D3 swimmer. You might recognize him as a pundit from CNN, MSNBC, and Fox News.
Whenever you're trying to do something globally, the potential gain is extraordinary, but logistically, it's a big challenge. But I feel like my role with this team is to try to integrate all of the teams from all over the world, ensure that we've got one powerful unity of mission together, that we're able to respect and value the swimmers who are coming from different countries, and ensure that all of us together are able to build something that works for swimmers all over the world.
ISL's presentation wasn't fluff, it wasn't marketing, it had a lot of substance. This venture is moving forward, and according to ISL, they don't conflict with FINA or the Olympic Games. This is simply a third option for elite athletes to earn more money and support them in longer careers. They even make the argument that athletes will have more visibility and more success for longer in a world where ISL exists. SwimSwam reached out to FINA for comment. We have yet to hear back. We will update the report when we do. We close out with Olympic icon Lenny Krazelberg, who introduced the ISL team at ASCA, and we hear his final thoughts on the prospects of a future pro league.
The concept of a professional swimmer in our sport has definitely been pretty vague. The opportunity to be able to make a living and generate a living while you're still actively competing is hard. To be able to maintain the training aspect of it, to be able to travel to competitions and compete, it's hard. And that's why this is another opportunity that ISL potentially presents, to be able to have a consistent income stream, to know that you wake up tomorrow morning, you don't have to necessarily worry about how you're going to pay your bills. You can focus on what you really want to focus is on your training, that you can try to continue to fulfill your ultimate goal, winning the Olympic gold medal, but also be part of something unique, which is, you know, a league where you're competing year-round, you're traveling around the world, and really you can do something like this for many, many years. And I think that's what's appealing. That's what a true essence of a professional athlete is not what you do once every 4 years, but whether you can sustain a living for a number of years and be passionate and do something that you're really great at.